Hey guys! Hey everyone! Hello, rich friends! Hey everybody! Hey rich friends! Hey guys! Hey everyone! Hey, thanks for joining! Hi everybody! Hey guys! Hello! Well, you guys, the musical opener for today's scope applies because I need you all to know that creating an academy is tricky. Okay, it is not easy. It is not easy, guys. There is a lot that goes into it. So I'm here to help explain it and give you exactly what you need in order to make sure you get it done. So, hey Chelsea, thank you so much for your sweet comment on my Facebook post. You're so sweet, thank you. Hey everybody, hey guys, hey Ed, congratulations Ed. Congratulations on the big news. Hey everyone, oh thank you so much Erin, you're so sweet. Hey everyone, yes. So, yes, happy quitting day. That's also my birthday, Ed. So, yes, congratulations. You guys, my hair is like this because I'm getting ready to go to Jamaica. Woo! I'm going to celebrate kicking off cycle 2 of 1K one day. So, let's just jump in and make this official. So, everyone, I need you guys to go over, swipe, share. We are jumping into it. We have got good stuff. Okay, good stuff today that everyone needs to know. So if you're going to invite, oh, thank you, Lori. If you guys are going to invite your people, now's the time. Okay, now is the time. If you want your friends, because you know we're all about blocking the broke. We're all about blocking the broke. We don't need poor friends. This is a rich friend party. So invite people so they can know. And if there's anyone out there that you know wants to have an academy or is thinking about having an academy or wants to get into this whole webinar game, things of that sort, now is the time. So before I jump into it, ready. Okay, so for the people who are just jumping on, I want to introduce myself. My name is Nicole Walters of monetizethyself.com. And I am a monetization strategist. So what that means is that I help people like you. Let me turn off the sound on my iPad. I told you I don't know how to work technology. I help people just like you monetize your life. I help you get it together. If you have been blogging forever and you haven't been able to get your coins right, if you've had a business forever and you haven't been able to get your coins right, if you are in an MLM and you are like, I am not generating the revenue that I know I'm worth. I am working so hard. Hey, Ethan, I help you fill in those gaps. That's what I do. I worked in corporate America for 10 years doing this for multi-billion-dollar corporations. And I quit my job live right here on Periscope. I guess it's been about 70 days now. So a little over 2 months ago in front of 10,000 people. And when I quit my job, I said I'm launching my own business. I'm going to bring that monetization, those strategies straight from corporate America right to you. So that's what I do. I do it now and I love it. I am the creator of the Academy 1K one day, where I am teaching people how I make $1,000 to $3,000 a day. I do that every single day. And on top of that, every single time I scope, I make anywhere from $500 to $1,000. So if you want to know more about me and this is your first time joining in, welcome. I want to encourage you to type in the comments, coin. If you're a newbie out here, type in coin because I am so excited and I want to welcome you personally. But if you are also new around here, make sure you visit monetizethyself.com. Hey Escalante, thanks for joining. Visit monetizethyself.com. And also make sure that you take a moment. Oh my gosh, so many new friends. Hey Kai, hi. Hey Mayhem Fitness, thanks for joining. So make sure that you visit monetizethyself.com and also check out Scope Restore. Scope Restore is a great place to pick up my quick webinars on how to monetize your Periscope. So there are tons of tutorials out there on how to use Periscope and how to get more hearts or how to get more followers. But look, we're worried about the coins. That's what we're really trying to do. We're trying to get that paper. So that's what I do, is I show you how I monetize my Periscope. So head over to Scope Restore. Thanks, Albernisha. So guys, we're going to hop into it. Today's topic is all about something that's kind of come up. We are in cycle 2 of my 1K one day academy. Now, 1K in 1 Day Academy was amazing. It sold out in 4 minutes. I have the most amazing, thanks Bex, you're so sweet. We have the most amazing people in that course. And cycle 2 is blowing me away. We sold out in, well, we closed it after a day, but within an hour, we were sold out of over 75% of the spaces, and we doubled enrollment. So, and that was a 6-figure launch for me, 6 figures. So, I know a little something about making academies, but I also have the ear of my personal coach, Shalene Johnson, who has taught me everything I know. She's taken me step by step through this to make sure I am delivering my very, very best to all of you. So, wow, you hit $1,000? Awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, Lisa. So a cycle 2 member just announced right here on Periscope that she's already made $1,000 in 5 days. 1K in 1 Day Academy's been open for 5 days and she's made $1,000. I am so excited for you. That is awesome. Super high five. And I need you to go put that receipt and tell your rich friends. Love that. Love that. We have the best group ever, guys. It's such a community. So, and super proud of you for doing the work because you've been putting the work in and I appreciate it, Lisa. Way to go. So, that said, you guys, I want to go over what I've learned as I've been building my academies. Okay, yeah, that's right. And her website was down for the weekend, right? And she still made that money. So I want to let you guys know what I've learned as some of you may be branching out and deciding to make your own academies. And none of this is to scare you away from the concept because I believe that we all have something to share. We all have experiences that are valuable. We all have things that are wonderful that, oh, thank you so much, Erin. We all have things that we can do to improve other people's lives and honestly live in our purpose. And so I don't want to discourage you from choosing an academy as your means to get it done. Hi, Gigi. Thanks for joining. But I also wanted to let you know some simple steps as you are reviewing your content for your academy. And a lot of you guys, and this is really birthed from a conversation that's been existing in my 1K 1 Day Academy. So I want to let you guys know, like, this is something that's been buzzing. So one thing that I noticed is that in a lot of these academies and groups that people are not, this is not their first time, you know, at the rodeo, right? This is your 4th and 5th time taking a course. You've been here before. It's nothing new, right? Well, we want to talk about that. We want to talk about what you need to bring to the table if this is something you want to do and what you have a right to expect whenever you decide to sign up for an online course. And I'm putting myself out on a ledge, guys. I would not tell you these things if I didn't feel like I was going to deliver. Y'all know I slay and I deliver, okay? That's what it is. I show up and I show out. That's what I do all day. It's not a game. Not only am I trying to eat my sandwiches, guys, I'm not skinny. I'm not skipping a meal. Accurate. So if that's the case, you know that I must slay and deliver in order to get my checks. So that said, I expect everybody around me, my peers in this community, to step it up. And if you are out here looking to do the same thing, if you're looking to slay and deliver and get into this world, it's important to make sure that you are doing what you need to do, okay? That you are doing what you need to do. So let's talk about this. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, this is so important, guys. This is so, so, so important. And this is the write it down time. This is the time to grab your pens, grab your paper, grab your pens, grab your paper. It is time, okay? Because we take notes. For those of you guys who are new around here, before I jump in, my name is Nicole Walters. I'm the creator of 1K in 1 Day Academy. It's a sold out academy and wildly popular, and I'm so glad you're here. We are going to jump into the 3 things you need to know before you sign up or before you create an online academy or a webinar. Ready? So the first thing is, I need you guys to know that you have to be able to deliver on and answer the 5 W's and the H. The 5 W's and the H. That's what you're going to write at the header. I need you to deliver on the 5 W's and the H. Okay? So if you're not familiar with what the 5 W's are, they are the who, the what, the when, the where, and the why. And what people will pay you for is the how. That's the H. The who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. The how is the thing that people are paying you for. So let's go through what those categories mean. So the 5 W's and H is your starting point for creating an academy. You need to answer these questions yourself so that you can speak to your audience, so that you can sell to your audience effectively, so you can bring in people to learn and pay for the knowledge that you are sharing. If you do not have these things answered, you are unable to create an effective academy. Do you hear me? I need y'all. Do you hear me? It is impossible to create an effective academy if you cannot answer these questions. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now today, immediately, that if people come to you and you are not able to answer these, you should not only have not taken their money, but you're gonna look a dang fool. You will look so silly. You will look like a straight up thief, a thiefer. Don't be a thiefer. Answer the questions. So let's go through them. The first one is the who. The who is, who does this apply to? Who is your market? Who's the consumer? You need to be able to answer that question. Who out there needs the thing you're talking about? So as an example, if you have someone who is wanting to enroll in this academy, who is the market for it? Are they someone if it's an academy about fitness? Is it someone looking to improve their fit life? If it is a broke folk, okay? Is it someone trying to be about that coin? Is it a blogger who's looking to improve their followers? Who? Who's the person? Who? My academy, 1K in 1 day, is all for anybody who's about that money life. If you like dollar signs, 1K in 1 day is for you. That's the truth. Okay? If you need more dollar signs, if you need more commas in your bank account, 1K in 1 day is for you. If you don't have any commas in your bank account, 1K in 1 day is real for you. It's really for you. It is exclamation mark, period, circle it, bubbles, stars. It's really for you. Okay? And within that who, there is a semi-who, like a little parenthesis who, okay, about who's teaching it. So you need to be able to answer in an educated fashion who the person is who's teaching it. And in detail. So that is, if it's me, okay, if it's me and I'm the person teaching, or if I'm using like a group or a team, then we need to be able to answer who they are and what their receipts are. So if I say I'm teaching it, hey, my name's Nicole, the creator of 1K in 1 day, and I'm a baller who gets that coin. Okay, you need to be able to say who that is. You need to be able to say who it is. That's the who. That's the first W. The next W is the what. Okay, what exactly is it that you're saying you're helping with? We know the who, okay, so you're helping with anybody who needs to get coin. But what are you helping them with? Am I helping them get their mind right? Is it just a mindset course? Am I helping them actually get the tools to fill the gaps? That's what I do. I give them the actual tools to fill the gaps. I'm not just helping them get their mind right. We do that by default, but I'm also helping you get the actual tools. So you've got the who do you help? And the what is, what are you helping them with? The problem is you need more money and I'm the one who's helping you. What is that? The what is I'm helping you get more money. Okay, now the when is what's the schedule? When does it start? What is it? When? Is it in 3 weeks? Is it in 4 weeks? I highly recommend that every single person who is going to be creating an academy has a clear-cut idea around the when. You need to know when it starts, how long it is, and when it ends. Academies cannot go on forever. They cannot go on forever. And the reason why is because, one, people get bored. People get bored and they don't do the work, okay? Like, people are hyped to do it and they don't get it done, okay? Like, you have got to put up some degree of a schedule or some degree of a guideline. Also, you need to know how you're going to squeeze all of your content into that structure. So if you're saying that your academy is a 4-week academy or a 30-day, I think 30 days is a lot, but a 30-day program, if it's like a mail email course or something like that, You need to know how you're going to fit all that in. You need to know when and how long it's going to be. If it's a webinar, if you're just doing a live webinar, you have got to know, okay, I've got a 1-hour webinar happening in 2 weeks. I need to know exactly what I'm going to be doing in that hour so that when people sign on and by the time they leave, they know they're getting those results. They have to know they're getting those results. Not to mention that if you are planning on creating an intense academy with major results, give yourself 30 days to create the content. I cannot tell you how many times Shalene would tell me, she tells me right now, slow down, Nicole. Slow down. You're excited to live in your purpose. You're excited to have this opportunity. You need to pump your brakes. You cannot do everything all the time and give everybody all the answers. Slow down. Slow down. And I'm going to tell you guys the same thing because it's good advice. Give yourself 30 days to create your content before you even open your mouth and talk about it. 30 days. Write an outline. Make it happen. Structure yourself. Slow down. 30 days is a very real thing. There is I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jeff Walker. Like Jeff Walker, that is his whole thing is the 30-day launch cycle. That is like the process to put out your content. So give yourself 30 days to get your content out there. 1K in 1 day is something I've created for years. I worked in corporate America for 10 years. It wasn't this isn't a fly-by-night thing, but I gave myself a good amount of time to actually write down the content, to know what it's, is Shalene on here? Y'all are tagging, yeah, she's on here. Hey, Shalene! Hi, thanks for joining. Yeah, so Shalene, okay, so let me clarify that. You're right, Shalene, let me clarify. So I mean 30 days to promote your product. Let me make that clear, because the 30-day launch cycle it's a specific thing. It's not by accident. There's a proper way to promote your product. So if you get an idea and you just start going into promoting it and it's not created, it's not outlined, it's not done, then that's not the right time frame. Now, in terms of actually creating your product, you should have been known that. And we'll get into that. That is point 2. That's the second thing you need to know. That's about receipts. We're about to get there. But in reality, guys, 1K in 1 day has been months and years even in creation. I spent 2 months testing the platform. So I spent, 2 months, 60 days testing it on myself. And then I spent 30 days launching it. So altogether, my process before 1K in 1 day was open for purchase was a 90-day process. Real numbers, guys. It's not like a quick 5-minute thing. It's not. So if you're excited about having an academy, understand that you need to leave time. You need to give yourself at least 30 days just to promote your product. That is the only way you're going to maximize your enrollment and your profit. So don't just jump on it because you will cut yourself out of coin. Seriously, it takes time. It takes time. So the next W is the where. Where are you going to be delivering this content? Where? Where are you going to be delivering this content? And I say this in a very serious way because people are like, oh, it's online. Good, that's great. Online is not just something that happens like real quick. Like the internet is a big place. I'm going to need you to be specific, okay? I'm going to need you to be very specific about the where. Is this a live webinar that is being hosted on GoToTraining? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? Yes. So Shalene says that she teaches related content for 90 days. So she spends 3 months, okay, teaching related content and then 2 weeks promoting hardcore. So understand that that is 3.5 months to generate a maximum enrollment in her course. It's a strategy. It's not just something that happens in a fly-by-night method. So if you guys want to know more about a product launch cycle, Jeff Walker teaches a free course on his website. Click on it, check it out. It's great stuff. It's free. And it'll take you through what's required. Even if you're just like, I want to do this, take it because it will put you will have several seats. You will get your whole life. You will say to yourself, holy cow, if this is what I need to do just to promote it, I'm not ready. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not ready. It will take you through the whole thing. So that is key. Now, the where. So is this going to be an online course? It's called the 30-day launch, I think is what it's called. Is this going to be an online course? Is this going to be self-paced? Is this going to be a live course? Are you going to have events with it? Are you going to have What's the cycle? Is it going to be a combination? Will it be something that is automated and run by itself? You know, you have to know what you're doing. You got to have that. And guys, what I'm talking about is stuff that you need to quietly in the privacy of your home or in your bathtub. Y'all know I film from my bathroom. We keep it all the way real. My lighting is the best in here, and I'm not trying to cheat you out of my melanin. I'm not. That's not fair to you. This is not by accident. It's not by accident. This is for you. So understand that you need to have a quiet moment and write down your notes. You need to say to yourself, what am I doing? Before I quit my job, was it before I quit my job? It was. After I met Shalene and I knew that I was going to, and this is like a little side story. I don't know if you guys know about this. So I met Shalene here on Scope, and we built a mini relationship, and I think I quit my job 11 days later because she was the last thing I prayed for. I prayed for a mentor. I prayed for a coach. And once that was delivered, I was like, deuces, bye corporate job, bye. But prior to quitting my job, I did what I called a brand retreat. Like a personal brand retreat. Oh, thank you so much, Jeremy. Thanks for joining. I call it a brand retreat. I booked a hotel room for 3 days in my own city, and I left my house. And I stayed in there. I ordered room service. I just did not leave. I wrote down notes. I ripped up my facts. I called Shalene. I sent her photos. Everything. It was, a brand sabbatical. Exactly. I literally was like, I am in here and I just need to get an idea. I need to write this down. I need to know what it is that I'm doing. And it was important to me to have this time and have it not be influenced by other people. My kids, everything. It needed to be something where I could say to myself, okay, I know where I'm going. This is real. 1K one day is real, because how many of you guys have been developing ideas for academies and webinars in bits and pieces? You know, because work is distracting you or kids are distracting you. So it's all just a bunch of ideas, you know? So what I did was I was like, if I can pull this together into something that makes sense, then I can test it and I know it works and I'm ready. And so that's what I did. And by the end of those 3 days, I quit my job live on Periscope because I knew that I had something I could work, and I knew I had the team around me to make it happen. And that's what I did. And 60 days later, I made 6 figures in an hour. It's a real deal. So understand that the where is important, and that is an element that's imperative. Are you delivering it on Periscope? You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to deliver it? And the last W is the why. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? What is this about for you? This is a question that I think people hesitate to answer for themselves because maybe they feel the drive towards everybody else is doing this. I need to do this. Oh yeah, Jeremy, I still have the video. All my 1K one dayers have seen the video. So, what's your motivation? You know, why are you doing this? You know, you also need to know the why of why someone else is teaching it. 100%. So with Shalene Johnson, I can vouch for her. The why is not because of the money. The why is not the money at all. She's got money. It's not about the money. She had money before she even got into the whole web game. Understand that, guys. Have you seen her body? Have you seen her abs? That's money making right there. Money making. Every time she does a crunch, she probably makes $50. I'm not even kidding. Literally. Like, ridiculous. Like, I swear, every time I see her, I'm like, how is it even possible that you have children? Her face looks like every morning she wakes up and rubs it with like placenta and unicorn tears. I've never seen a wrinkle on this chick's face. It's ridiculous. And I'm telling you that, like, literally, she makes so much coin, she does not need your coin. Okay? She does not need your coin at all. So her motivation is because she likes to change lives. That's what this is about for her. She's about getting coins. Okay? She's about getting real money. Like real money is something that happens for her with fitness. She's about changing lives. She wants to help you. She wants to help you get where you need to be. Everyone else is able to do it. She likes to share her answers. She likes to seeing you guys. The term I like to use is she's about the outcome. Okay? Not the income. Yeah, I said unicorn tears with a straight face. I'm for real. Look, she has a lot of money. I don't know what she can pay for. But I'm telling you, if you look at her face, that's in real life. That's not just lighting, okay? I'm just saying, she is straight rubbing newborns on her crow's feet. Like, disappear. They disappear. I don't know what she does, but I'm telling you right now that she does not need anybody's money, okay? At all. So, oh, wow. Shalene wants me to call her. We're going to do a Q&A. So give me a second. Oh, Q&A. My first question is, Shalene, write this down, Shalene. My first question is, how do you look so dang young? Answer that. Just let me go get my phone. Answer that. Hold on, y'all. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Shalene has me working out, and I'm not even trying. Working out. She knew my husband was downstairs. This chick can read minds. She knew my husband was downstairs making me run. I'm all out of breath. Lord, making me exercise by accident. That's how she is. That's how she is. Let me stop talking like I'm not about to call her. She'll yell at me. I'm like, get your life. Get your life, Nicole. Oh, could I call you on my iPad? I probably could, right? I don't know technology. Let's see. Nope. Wait a minute. Meanwhile, Shalene's like, all you had to do is this. She knows everything technology. Hot mess. All right, ready? So Shalene said I should call her and we'll do a live Q&A. Straight hijacked my scope. But will I be mad? Absolutely not.
What's up, baby?
Hey, how are you? Can you guys hear?
So why is it that you're doing, like, you set up a scope with Hall & Oates, and I set up a scope with Drake? Will the real white girl please stand up?
I know, right? I'm a hot mess disaster girl. I was like, Drake, I don't even understand Drake. Everything I done,
You're like a Hall & Oates. I'm like, what?
I love Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates is where it's at. He had a fro, okay?
Okay, all right. So this is a great topic. This has been fun. So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What has been the number one lesson that you had to learn the hard way in creating your, because, you know, let's be honest with people who are watching, you have a ridiculous work ethic and tenacity, and you're very organized, and the one thing I always say about you is you have no fear. Most people who are watching this are like, yes, I should do this too, but they have fear. So, you know, you pulled the trigger, you go. You're like, I'll fix it later, but I'm going to do that, and I love that about you. But what's one mistake that you would say to people, like, I learned this the hard way, and I would tell you to flip flop the order. I would tell you to do it this way. Like, what's the one piece of advice you give people based on a mistake you made?
Oh, yeah, to flip-flop the order. I think the number one thing would be to, like, slow down and have all of your content ready and lined up and talk to your mentor about it first before starting to do it. That would be...
What if they don't have a mentor?
I'm
what if they don't have someone they can, like, call?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know. I mean... I slow down. That's like the biggest thing. I would check and recheck it. Get your, oh my gosh, do your research. Do your research.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So you've been off the scope for a couple of days. So I just did this topic, but like a little different angle.
Mm-hmm.
And so I love this because yours is like, you know, it's like you've just gone through this process. And
yeah.
It's like you've done 10 of them already. Like you've already figured out like the big pieces that so many people take too long to figure out. But I love that you know, I've told them you've got to know specifically who this is for. Because, you know, it's like when you go to talk to a book publisher and they say, who's your book for? They won't sign you if your answer is, my book's for everyone.
Right. Right.
You know, because you have to, like, specifically know. And And the more, as they say, the riches are in the niches.
Absolutely.
The more niche you can get. So what kind of questions are there coming in for us? This is fun.
This is fun, you guys. So we're doing a live Q&A. If you guys just hopped on, this is me and Shalene. Unfortunately, she's not here, but it's okay. She's on the phone and she looks just like me. So it basically is the same thing. So if you guys have any questions, we're here to do a Q&A. So now's the time. Go ahead and we'll answer them. I know that people ask, like, I can tell you what I was going to talk about next was, I was going to talk about the how, which is that they should know that what they're charging for is exactly what you're going to deliver. Meaning, like, they need to know how are you going to deliver it? What's the outline? Is there going to be pre-work or training? How are you going to close it? Like, you got to know that. So what do you feel about that? Like, you take a lot of time to prepare. So can you talk a little more about that?
I would say the one thing I would suggest to people is that it's kind of like there's certain things that come so easy to you that you're not, you can't create these things in a bubble. You can't, it's like, I make the analogy of sometimes you'll buy an exercise program or an exercise DVD and you bring it home and you're like, who the hell can even do this?
Right.
Who can do this other than this person, right? And so you know that they created it in their private little studio and they never freaking took it out to the real world and tested it to see, can normal people do this? Because if normal people can't do it, you know, no one's going to get results, therefore no one becomes testimonial. So my suggestion is always create it, then give it to, like, people who, at a really low price, who are willing to test it and give you feedback for a beta launch, or sometimes even for free. Or sometimes you're just giving it to people who you know they're going to be a phenomenal testimonial because they've got follow-through and they've got, you know, loyalty. And so you'll give them your beta course or your beta ideas, or you'll even train them yourself in person before you film anything. And so that you know, okay, where am I missing the mark? What are they struggling with? Oh, wow, I didn't even realize that the average person doesn't know that. And that's where the magic happens.
Absolutely. No, you're so right. It's cool because Shalene can give you the info and I can tell you how I did it, you know, so Shalene's dead on. One of the first things I did was I tested 1K in one day on myself, you know, because one thing that I think that, you know, is so important is that any coach or mentor or anyone, they need to have results that they can replicate. So how many of you guys would try Pio if Shalene was there and she was 100 pounds overweight saying it works great? Like,
right.
No one would do it. You know, you have to have results that you can replicate. And the only way to have those is to test it out on yourself to know that it works, and then test it out by giving it to a beta group. So Shalene knows I had a beta group. My first group of 1K one day was a beta group, and they paid a fraction of the rate. And one of the things Shalene told me was, you need to be all up in their face. You need to give them your best and then give them more, you know, because you need that feedback, you need that relationship, and you need to know exactly what the healthy balance is in order to make sure this is sustainable. So testing is everything.
Can I ask you, was there any part of that beta group that was like, wow, if I hadn't done a beta group, I wouldn't have known this?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, like, one of the things that people said in the beta group was, oh my gosh, the platform could be so much prettier. You know, which I never thought that would matter. But when I hear prettier, I mean, I want the content delivery to not be distracting because it's not pretty. You know, I want it to be clear and concise, and I want your video footage to look a little better. And, you know, I want to be able to find my information quicker, and I want a nice platform. You know, so that was something that for my second group, I splurged on. You know, I upgraded my platform because that was direct feedback.
Cool. What kind of questions are we getting?
So one of the things that people say is, how do you find a mentor?
Well, you find a mentor. Like, the thing that happens between Nicole and I, you know, don't count on that. Because, you know, that's just a God thing. But you find a mentor by investing. Because mentors, it's not like the old, see, the term mentor is from, like, the 1940s and 50s when it really became popular.
Yeah.
But the term mentor now is someone who is willing to share all of their knowledge and know-how with you. And you have access to them because you can buy one of their academies, you can go to one of their seminars, you can hire them as a coach, you can, you know, like, thinking that you're going to meet somebody in your book club
Yeah, no. You're right. No, and you're right. It was a God thing. I met Shalene here on Periscope, and it really was. I prayed for her for years. Literally, I think I prayed for Shalene for 3 years. And until then, I trucked along and I learned what I could. But when God delivered Shalene, I quit my job 11 days later because I'm obedient and I listen. However,
and listen, and that would have happened with or without me. We both know that. So I'm not going to take credit for that. I'm going to take credit for you're the kind of person that, we enrich each other's lives. And that's what I'm always looking for. Someone who enriches my life, and I want to pour into them, they pour into me.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you. But until I had Shalene in real life and in person, you guys, there are mentors out there. One of the things I always say is your example just needs to be someone who shares their answers. So I look to Oprah. Shalene makes herself available. Anyone who's there, and Periscope is a game changer because now you get to pick the brains of your mentors live and in person. Use that. If you think that you shouldn't be on here saying, hey, I was wondering how to do this, and then you guys ask me questions about, I think Shalene did this too, before we opened our courses, we literally got on here and said, anybody have questions? You want to know what it is? It's an opportunity that never existed really before Periscope. So, use it, it's huge. Yeah, it's huge. So I think that that's a great thing. And then I guess for a regular person, use your resources and then keep your eyes open because you never know, they could be around the corner.
I really think, the average person, you're going to build confidence when what it is you're teaching other people gets results.
Mm-hmm.
So, we can't, there are people, I always make a fitness analogy, but there are people who are just they have amazing abs and they can eat French fries.
Yeah.
And they can go to hell.
Yeah.
They're the exception. And there are amazing people who have the confidence, like yourself or I, who just do it. But the average person needs to build confidence in what it is they offer by teaching it for free, by having, and all those people end up becoming your testimonials. Like Nicole didn't say, hey, if you've already made money with 1K in one day, tell us in the chat box. She didn't say that today.
Nope.
She didn't need to.
Nope.
People are already jumping on saying that, and when you do that, then it's a beautiful thing because you don't have to sell. Then people are like, wait,
what is this thing?
Money?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, you're so dead on.
Do we have?
How many what?
What kind of questions are they asking?
So I think that was, people are talking about confidence and how confidence is huge. And one of the things I think you're dead on about is, that was my second point was really, and we could jump to it, about testimonials and receipts. If you don't have receipts, and this is something that I can share this with you, Shalene. I was going to text it to you, but I have someone in my group that's been in dozens of courses, a couple of people, dozens of courses, and they've had a variety of results. And one of the things that I noticed is
where's that noise coming from?
What noise?
I'm not hearing that noise. Hold on just a second.
Okay.
Hold on a second. All right, I'm good.
Yeah, so I have someone right now in my course and a couple of people that have been in dozens of academies, right? Dozens of academies. And while that's great that they're so all about personal development, I think that they probably aren't doing the research. You shouldn't need to take every academy that sounds like it's going to be the game changer. So, obviously we're going over the 5 W's and how they apply to yourself, but they also apply to, what you should be looking for, if you're judging whether or not you want to sign up. And,
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And the biggest thing is receipts.
Say that there are people who become, it's the person who, another fitness analogy, keeps buying new shoes, keeps buying fitness programs, and they keep saying, I wonder why I'm not getting results.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do it, number one. And number two, is to your point. So there's two things that work here. Number one is that there are some people who become, in an effort to avoid actually taking action, they become seminar and academy junkies.
Yes.
If I buy this, it'll fix me. If I buy this, it'll be the solution. Meanwhile, they never, ever implement.
Yep, absolutely.
Number two is, to your point, is a person who hasn't done their research. It's I always say the best workout program is the one that you'll do. And the one that you'll do is the one that you love and have fun doing. which I always tell people I am such a huge fan of it. It's changed my
It's
life.
awesome. Yeah, it's awesome.
But I also tell people, don't do it until you have a platform. If you don't have a platform, you ain't launching to nobody.
Right. There's no one there. Right.
There's nobody there.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, it is an incredible program, but if you don't do your research, you don't realize that if you have no one to launch to,
it ain't gonna help you.
Something to launch.
Yeah, no, it's great because it's free. So it allows you to take a look at it and say to yourself, is this something that I'm ready to do? Because a lot of people think that you can just go ahead and get out there and then the buyers will come. I've even had, one-on-one coaching sessions with people where they've said, well, I took a course and my coach said, just make it up as you go. And that type of advice is so dangerous, and that should make you really question who you're with. Because I do think that, yes, everything you're saying about, do the research. Is it something you'll love to do? Do you enjoy learning from that person? All that matters. But it also matters, does that person have receipts? Like, Shalene, when you jump on and you're talking about like your workout stuff, I'm like, I'm here for that. Do you see her? She is wearing baby clothing right now. Like, her clothing doesn't come, like, she is so fit right now that I'm going to do what she says. You know what I mean? I'm going to do what she says. She has receipts. She's walking around in them. But I think that that's something that people may not be. It's important not to get clouded in the results and also make sure you understand that, like, I also have seen your life. So for instance, guys, as an example, I'm in Smart Success, which is one of Shalene's courses, but I've also seen how Smart Success has changed her life. I see that she is home every day when her kids come home. I see that she's asking them questions and telling them to go pick up dog poop because she's a present parent. She's there, and that's something I strive to be for my kids. So because of that, when she's telling me sign up for Smart Success, she's right. That balance matters, and I know that her program works, and that's important when you're looking.
I didn't tell you to do.
You didn't tell you. That's true. That's true. You did not actively tell me to do it. Shalene style told me to do it. You said, well, why won't you do it? Well, why won't you? So tell me more about why you won't do it. So tell me more about why you think that that's a reason why you don't need to do it. Like over and over until eventually I had to answer all the questions myself because I'm stubborn. And if you just told me to do it, I wouldn't do it. So then I did it.
That's funny. The other thing on that point is, now that you're talking about research, the other tip I would give to people is invest in other people's programs who are big. It's an academy or an online course or an e-course that's very similar to what it is you plan to offer. And you don't do that to copy. You do that to see, oh, wow, I didn't even think about the fact that I could start with this. Or, that's really interesting. I think I could do this better in this way.
Absolutely.
You've got to invest in the competition because, first of all, they're not your competition. They don't have your followers. They're not your fans.
Right.
But you really, there's nothing that's new, and there's nothing that is original. Everything has been done. You just have to find your own way of doing it, and the best way, I think, the smart way, the way that best serves your community is by ordering everything else that's out there and saying, guys, I saw all the other academies. I know that none of them include the split rub.
Yep.
Or I know that none of them, whatever it is, you've got to be able to. If you can't differentiate yourself, if you haven't done the research to know how yours is or is not different.
Yep, absolutely. And that is another benefit of a beta group, because if you have a beta group where everybody in the group has taken the course or taken, you get the benefit of all of the education they've done and poll them. We did a survey. I asked them questions. I say, is this different than anything you've seen before? And people in my group will say, look, Nicole, I love the work and homework that you're giving. It's been awesome. It's been different, but this community though is everything. I have never seen a community like this, and knowing that I am offering something that differentiates me in the marketplace in just the gathering of people we're bringing together in our private group, that's something that moving forward, I know I have to maintain because that's a differentiator that can't be replicated. That's strictly me, so, I think that that's another benefit. Like you've always said to me, and I think we both probably get this question a lot, like, how do you pick the topic and know that it's not something that other people are already doing? Like, you said to me, you were like, there's only one you, girl. Stop it. Like, stop. No one's going to be Nicole. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Any other questions, guys? Shalene is, she doesn't offer private coaching, so y'all better do it. Like, this is for real.
You might want to tell them they should share so that they can get this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, share, tell people, swipe over, click share, let people know. Guys, this is like a, once in a lifetime opportunity. You never know what Shalene's going to be doing. She's probably out slaying unicorns for her next facial. So you guys need to be on it.
I love that you said I was rubbing newborns on my wrinkles.
Yes, unicorn tears and placenta. I'm telling you, I don't know what you do, but it's not fair. Like, I've seen you sans ring light. No, I've seen you sans ring light. It's not right. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to need that. Frozen greens. It's the frozen greens. Oh, I love her. Hi, Sierra. I'm always on her Instagram, stalking. All right.
Hi, Nicole.
Hello. Yes. Oh, you're so fabulous. I've been on your Instagram, copying your life.
You've been watching her?
Yeah, I'm on your Instagram. Like, I've been telling, so I have a 16-year-old, and I'm like, you need to be as cool as her. You need to get your life. Like, so you're setting the bar. I love it.
Step it up.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a lot of pressure. Okay, Mama's done.
All right. So people are asking, how do you set a beta group? People have a question about that. Like, when you're choosing your beta group, I think Shalene mentioned before that pick your friends, go ahead and, but that's like really like a soft launch, right? I mean.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways you can do it. I'll share the ways that I did it, and then I think it's cool to hear how you did it too with the lower price point.
Sure.
The first group that I did live and in person for Smart Success. I had a group that met at my house. That's crazy. Every Tuesday morning for an hour, and I would just teach them everything, and we did it for 6 months.
Wow.
And then eventually I opened it up to an online academy, an online Facebook group where I was like teaching them lessons and sharing the content. I hadn't filmed anything, so I don't want to film anything because I don't want to refilm it. But I want to just teach it live or teach it, like on a law platform where I can get their immediate feedback and then figure out how I'm going to tweak it. And then other ways that I've done it is just by reaching out to people who I know will be opinionated and not a flake.
Right,
say, hey,
right.
Here's the deal. I'm going to launch this new thing, like VBA. I went to a bunch of people and I said, hey, I'm going to launch this new thing. I'm going to do, a small beta group first and figure out what's in the thing and what order needs to be in. I always end up tweaking it and making it better from their feedback. And now, for example, Virtual Business Academy, I only opened it up to Smart Success students and not anyone else because I want their feedback. They get it. Then we'll open it up later to everybody else, probably at a higher price point. But my Smart Success students, I already have a relationship with them. I know they know what they need, and they're going to be honest with me and tell me what's missing.
No, I think that's dead on. So I think you guys maybe caught that. Like, the biggest thing is that you taught it live, which live can be. So that was one of the pieces of advice that you gave me was setting up my beta group was when I first launched this, you said I sold to a fixed audience, meaning I didn't sell to an unlimited number of people. So that's the first thing. I think a lot of people when they first launch it are like, I'm gonna get as many sales as I can. Like, no, you're not. Pump the brakes. Don't do that. Because you can be super overwhelmed, by managing that. And then you don't end up delivering. And understand that with your beta group, if you don't deliver to that first beta group, you are done.
Oh, that's good.
It's so over. So with my first group, it was half the size of my second cycle. And my second cycle, we also had a fixed number. We said we are not going to open it up to so many people because we need to make sure we have the infrastructure. And Shalene did say, do your research before to make sure you have the infrastructure, but it's also making sure I can still deliver on my promise of engagement and making sure I'm available. And the tip that you gave me when I first started was teach it live. teach it live. Like you said, for the first group, make sure you're getting there and you're doing more live webinars as part of your instructional. Teach the first module, live so you can get feedback where people will say to you, I love that point, Nicole. Tell me more about that. I love that, tip, Nicole. Explain it in detail. Do all of that.
There's something that's really, I forgot to mention, that's so powerful about that, is that people promote something that they would feel that they were a part of creating, right? So that's where people jump in your room and they're like, I was part of the original cycle. I was part of the one, they're proud. They're proud. And people want to be a part. They don't want to be sold to. They don't always want to be a student. They want to be a part of the experience. So when you do that, it's more than just giving you great feedback. You're also creating an army of people who are like, hey, I was a part of that.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's the thing is like, you can't, I guess that also tags, that's part of sort of practicing what you preach and being about your receipts. Like I say, these are my rich friends and I mean it. You know what I mean? I care about your process. So I also try to make sure that I don't deliver for my group later. You know what I mean? Like I definitely check in with them and I pop in and I give them notes. And one of the things Shalene does is you get forever access, meaning even if you were part of her beta group, you had the best situation ever because you've had all of her developments up until now. You know what I mean? Because she still cares about you. I'm sorry?
Can I tell you something though? I gotta tell you something about that. You're a part of it forever. It sucks. Because I'm because I am forever updating everything. I mean, and I'm really serious right now. I'm being kind of like transparent because all of our academies thus far are lifetime academies, meaning you buy it once and I'm going to keep updating it and updating it and updating it and updating. But so like right now, it puts me on a yearly filming schedule. So I'm constantly having to research, even with Instagram Impact, which is
so much work.
I have to constantly go, okay, well, I'm filming again today because, God damn it, Instagram just came out with another update.
Yep.
So it does keep you on that grind. And so I'm not saying that's the way to go. I don't know if I would rethink that. I have a lot of friends who do academies that it's a one-time thing. And they're like, Shalene, why do you do that? Because, people aren't going to be in it for years. They're going to be in it for 6 months. So why do you do that to yourself? So I don't know what the right answer is there. And I just want to be honest about that. But that's what we've done. But it is hard.
Yes, and you're right. And I don't know what the right answer is because from what I've heard, there are a lot of people that are very set it and forget it and they don't update again or they don't engage with people again. They don't get on Scope and answer questions from, Smart Success 4 years ago, whatever. But I know that also kind of ties back to the why. Why do you do it? I do it because I genuinely care about you getting the results just like you do, So because I care about you getting results, I want you to always have the freshest details and the coolest info and the easiest access. And so that's why I'm all up in your face. I always joke, I'm all in your business because I want your business to win, So, this is so dope. Like, thank you so much for popping on here. Did anyone have any final questions? I don't want to keep her on here forever. Boop, boop, boop. How do you suggest on deciding a price point for a service for a young or new entrepreneur? So, like, how do we decide beta price points, etc.?
Your price point should be reflective of what your list is capable of spending right now. So when I first started out, I didn't have people on, when I say my list, my action-taking followers. They didn't have $2,000 in their pocket. I started off with a $20 product. It was called Car Smart. And so the reason why I started off with that price point is because that's what my followers generally were spending and could afford. And that was a low enough price point for me to give them results. And then they start making more money, and then they could afford a $150 product. So base your price based on what your audience, you think your audience will pay. Base it based on your experience. Base it based on your expertise. Base it based on the value of your program, but not necessarily how much content is in it, because massive amounts of content doesn't necessarily make something valuable. Totally. I'll tell you what, I'll pay more. I'll pay you $10,000 if you can teach me, which I've done. I spent $10,000 to meet with an expert when I wanted my, to And one of the experts that I had the opportunity to work with, he's like, well, you can do this course, or you can fly up here for the day, and for $10,000, I'll break it down for you. I'm like, I will pay that.
On that plane.
Yep. Right? Like, time is money. So, like, it's not about the link. It's like, how fast can you get me results?
No, absolutely. No, I think that that's dead on. And like the only thing is I would want to encourage people not to undervalue themselves either, because some people don't see their worth, so they're like, oh yeah, well, I'm not, I'm only going to charge $20 for all of it because I'm not an expert and no one likes me. And there is a balance between underpricing it so much that people will straight up question what you are, so you don't want to underprice too much. Like, look at the market. That's what Shalene's first tip. If you do the research and you see what other people have created with that similar type of work, and then you base like the fact that you're new and emerging in that marketplace, plus you add the math behind it. So this is the corporate aspect. What is your infrastructure cost? How much is it going to cost you to set this up? How much is this going to cost you to get a team to help support you? Like in order to make this happen, because I've seen a lot of people charge an amount so small that they're in debt after running their beta because they couldn't afford to pay for the hosting platform. So you like,
and Nicole, the other thing is ask people, what would you pay for this? What do you think this is worth?
Do the research.
Other experts. Hey, what do you think I should price this at? You remember you and I had that conversation.
Yep.
And I said, what?
You keep saying what? You're like, why is it so low? And I'm like, well, I'm still like I'm building up, like.
I'm like, dude, this is people make this money back to that weekend. Like, that's what I was telling should I do Smart Success or 1K? And one day I go, do both, because
it'll pay for it.
You'll be able to pay for Smart Success.
I know. One of the things that I've always said, so just a truth moment, one of the reasons why I price it where I price it is, I have a couple of what I call micro webinars that help make people money. And I want my micro webinars to help people pay for the cycle 1 of 1K one day, and then I hope that what you learn in 1K one day helps you pay for Pitch and Pray when I launch that someday. And, and if you want to come meet me for dinner, I hope that 1K in one day helps you pay for that, so that way you're always getting value and putting a little money in your pocket, because it's true that I do this because I love people and it's my purpose. I made plenty of money in corporate America, but you're right, Shalene, like I definitely can balance it out because it is work. And the reason I price what I price it at is because I want you to have what Shalene always says is skin in the game. You guys, that's really where the numbers come from at the end of the day. We want you invested so you do the work and then you get the results. So
that's really good.
You guys are the best. Thank you so much, Shalene.
If anyone wants, I'm going to scope in a little bit about hiring online help.
Yes, awesome. So there's a scope coming up. Shalene's going to do one in a little bit like an hour, a little bit like 30.
Oh, just, I got to freshen up the lipstick and rub some babies on my crow's feet.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. So basically like 2 minutes. So if you get you're the best. All right, love you. Talk to you later.
Bye, honey.
Bye. So yeah, when we get off of here, Shalene's going to be popping on and she's going to be talking about hiring for your online business. And I think a lot of people have asked me questions about how do you build up a team to help you support your goals and your dreams and your aspirations and all that good stuff. So definitely make sure you catch that scope. She's at Shalene Johnson. And if you're not familiar with Shalene Johnson, she is a multimillionaire social media guru who's been doing this for years and is well informed and has thousands of people who have had results from her programs. And she's also my personal mentor and coach. And I also want to let you guys know just about Shalene's heart. She doesn't pay me. I don't pay her for this. Just let you guys know that. She's my coach and I don't pay her. Like a penny. I have never in my life paid her a penny for any aspect of coaching. Not one. Not one. And if you see the level of interaction I have with her, it's because she loves to do it. So, if you guys want to talk about and she believes in me, my job is to show up and show out, to multiply the blessing of her giving me this coaching for free and giving me access all the time, to multiply that blessing and understand that that's what I want you to do in 1K one day. I need you guys to multiply the blessing. I need you guys to do the work, and then I need you guys to go out there and be an example. I need you guys to tell people, look, I did the work and I crushed it. I paid my rent so that I can multiply the blessing, so we can bring more people in the fold, so we can have tons of rich friends and in a game. So how do I keep my spirit? Like, I'll take a couple more questions because Shalene's going to pop on and I'll see the notification, and I think you guys will too. So whenever she pops on, let me know, but I'll take a couple questions until then because that's the next place you guys have to go. Any other questions? And I'm so glad you're here, by the way, guys. Thank you so much. How do you build a following? So I'm going to be the first one to tell you it's not just about building a following. I am so big on teaching conversion over numbers, conversion over followers. Meaning, if you only have 20 people on your scope, how do you get 10 of them to pay you? Because I have done private coaching sessions with people who have 100,000 people. 100,000 people out there that are following them, and not a single one is really giving them money. So understand that, like, that's my standpoint. How do you get the people that are following you to pay you versus how do I get 100,000 people? Because one doesn't necessarily mean the other. So did I finish my scope? Yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, we talked about it with Shalene. I was going to go into my second. My first point is the 5 W's and the H. And my second point is testimonials, receipts, and results that can be replicated. So this isn't a game. These are real people. Okay. That's so important. Okay. And I also need you to understand that you can't be the anomaly. You can't be the only person who got the results. Other people have to be able to replicate them. If you can't get other people to make money off of the system you're teaching, like with 1K one day, if I taught 1K one day and no one made money, I'd be out of business. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be the real deal. So understand that when you are judging a coach, or when you are, like, if Shalene was running around like a chicken with their head cut off and not getting it done, Lisa made more money while on this scope? Yeah, of course she did, because she's one of my rich friends. She's about that life. Absolutely. Yes, that's how it works. 1K one day, you make money while you sleep. That's how it works. So understand, guys. Congratulations, Lisa. Like, you don't understand. You are one of my coin queens. I'm not surprised. So understand, guys, that you can't be the only person who had the results. You got to be able to do it. What platform is good to host your workshop? So you can use GoToTraining for webinars. You can use a Webinar Jam is fantastic. People love Webinar Jam. If you're looking to build a straight up, like, full-fledged academy, Kajabi works. There's a ton of different platforms out there. So make sure that you are jumping in there and utilizing them, because they're awesome, and you do have to pay for them. So, and Brittany's on here. Hi, Brittany. Anybody have any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to wrap up because they're great. Yeah, and if you have any questions about the platforms, just Google them. Can I go over how again? So the how is... that's what you're going to teach. So the 5 W's are what you need to be clear on in explaining your academy, clear on in letting people know what you offer. But the how is what you're going to teach. So we showcase the skill, we showcase the solution, but we sell the process. That's how you build an academy. So the how is, how will you deliver the results that you're saying you're going to have? If you're the creator, you need to outline this. You need to have the pre-work, the intensive training, and the closer. Okay? If you're the student, you need to know step by step what it is you're going to do. You know, you need to have scopes that are dedicated to answering questions. In 1K one day, when people asked me about it, I said you need to know how to leverage yourself. You're going to learn how to leverage software, and you're going to learn how to leverage social media. I told people that right out of the gate, because that's what matters. People need to know, what am I doing and how are you going to deliver it? This is how. So understand that if you can't answer those questions, you're not ready to do an academy. It doesn't mean you can't, but you got to have it done. All right, guys? Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to jump off. My girl's getting on, so I want to watch her too. And maybe I'll crash her scope. Maybe I'll be like, I'm calling you. Shalene, answer the phone. Answer the phone. Hey, girl. Girl, we're just going to talk about my melanin. Let's talk about exfoliating one's face. That's today's scope topic, Shalene. She'd be like, for real though? Boop, hang up. That's what you don't do. Don't bug your coach. All right, guys. Any other questions? We're good to go? All right, I will see my Cycle 2 1K 1 dayers back at the group. If you guys are new to Shalene Johnson, it is at Shalene Johnson. Someone pop it in there for me so that people can see it. And that's where I'll be soon. So I'll be in the comments and I'll see you guys there. All right, thank you so much. You guys are the best. If you're a 1K 1 dayer, you know where to find me. I'll be right there working with you. Bye, everyone.